So Ben, tell us. It is your first time in this city. What can you tell us about it?
My belly is full. Like, fuck
Nice.
me. Like, it's we've been eating more than any other time I've eaten in my life, I think. But it has to be done. I feel like just as much we're on a DJ tour, we're on a food tour.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
That's a beauty part.
That's my second passion in life is food. Like music, food, in that order.
I don't know. I think we're really more like food, music. But
Yeah.
Sure.
All the same. It's the same thing. And I also think food can also be like a expression of creativity.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
good, you know? And
Definitely.
it's a similar thing. Chefs mix ingredients, we mix tracks.
Yeah.
you know?
We've always talked about
There's
like
a correlation.
a correlation of chefs and DJs. Like every time you meet a chef, like it's like, oh yeah, this is my friend, and it's a fucking DJ, and you're like, oh, makes sense.
Yeah,
you know?
the chefs. I think there's a common denominator between
as Ben
chefs
said.
and
They're crazy
we're
people
big.
and
Crazy,
quite
exactly.
often have drug problems. You know,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Yeah,
It's,
everyone that works in the kitchen is probably high on cocaine.
Yeah. And most DJs are high.
As
You know?
most
Yeah,
DJs
yeah,
are,
yeah.
except us.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to do a link here, and it's got nothing to do with this person being on cocaine or a crazy person. It's actually a very chill, nice person. But last night we went for dinner at Choza,
Oh, nice.
and we were introduced to the chef, and he's also the resident DJ. And he was telling us
Yeah.
on a Saturday, this guy's playing records and cooking in one of the most amazing kitchens that you've been to. So yeah, shout out.
Yeah, he mixes a record, then runs back into the kitchen to finish the dish, and then goes back.
Oh shit!
shit.
So he's literally just running in between the kitchen.
I mean, it's his
Does
choice.
does he have a do you think he has a good time doing that?
No, well, so his guy, his resident DJ left recently, and he hasn't found
A proper-
perhaps the right person.
Yeah.
He's got an incredible record collection. Like,
Okay.
We were completely blown away by the music there, as well as the food, and just the whole place feels like a living room. And Ben, I guess you didn't. When you come to Mexico, you don't. You have a vision from movies in your head what it's going to look like, right?
Yeah.
And then
In sepia.
Yeah.
and then
Color filter.
Yeah.
I guess Ben, you've been blown away, right?
Yeah.
by
I
this-
mean, it's so much more chill than I thought it was going to be. You know, like I feel very relaxed in this city. I think it's so green. I like cities where you walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and you need to walk. You know, you like too much food, you have to walk it off. But like, yeah,
100%.
I've really fallen in love with the place. You know, it's like I just want to come back again.
Well, I'm
you know?
pretty sure this place loves you back.
Oh.
We hope so.
Mexico City loves
Mexico
Ben.
City loves
The
Ben.
feeling's mutual. Yeah.
And I know this is not gonna be the last time you guys are here, and I want to talk about the tour for a bit, because you guys are playing very like exciting places, as you just did Sunday. You're doing Polyphonic on Saturday,
is nice.
on Friday, sorry.
Yeah.
And then this conversation we had,
Mayan?
the Mayan Warrior,
Yeah.
because we were all like at dinner, we were all like, this is such a weird place to be,
Yeah.
but in the best way, you know?
Yeah.
You've done Mayan
I've
Warrior.
done Mayan.
How was that for you? And what,
Like-
got anything to tell them?
Yeah, any advice?
Just not like there's gonna be a lot of fucking people there. So I did like it. Like the party it's big. People are like into the proper like music. I don't know, nerds. Well, not music nerds, but ravers.
Party
yeah.
people.
Party people.
Party people in a
I
house
think
tonight.
Monterrey doing it in Mexico, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Because it's like connected with the origins of the Mayan warrior. It does have like a weird vibe, like burner vibe, you know, like
Yeah.
Burning Man. But I really liked it, and it's a proper party. I think you're gonna like it. Like
Actually, what you just said about Burning Man, Josh, you told us that you went to Burning Man
Yeah.
and hung out at the Mayan
I'm an
Warrior.
old school burner.
Yeah.
no, nothing against
So
Burning Man, you know, but
for us, because the fit is quite strange musically, but
Yeah.
it was such a such a kind of big memory for me. Like
yeah,
looking at the Mayan Warrior at
Yeah.
7 a.m. in the middle of a desert, like
Yeah.
3 years running. So to get an invite, I was like, we absolutely have to try this, because
Another full circle.
You
moment.
you would
Yeah,
like
true.
you wouldn't say no to if a Mayan warrior like
knocks on
books
the
you.
door.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
If
like,
a warrior dressed as a Mayan, like,
With a laser on his head, you know?
yeah,
10 lasers.
amazing speakers.
I'm sure you're gonna have a good time. There's a couple of also Mexican DJs. Calexis is playing. She's
a local hero,
local-
local
cool.
hero from Monterrey.
She's super cool.
Yeah.
Kawas is also
Another Mexican
so,
legend.
so you're gonna have a great time.
And Topaz on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's
So,
a proper Mexican tour.
Mexican
yeah.
tour.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have a.
Also, I think like with the whole Mind Warrior thing, like it's life for me is about collecting stories and experience, and like it's something I remember. You know, it's like
100%.
it's not your average club booking. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like
Exactly.
regardless of the connotations of it, like it's gonna be a vibe.
Of course,
and
and-
we'll do our thing, and maybe we'll introduce some people that are into that sort of more Mind Warrior
Definitely.
Tulum sound to something slightly different. you
And we
know?
can give some
100%.
other people a perfect opportunity to get a drink, go to the
No, but we also had this conversation on dinner on Sunday, of like, as a DJ, you're a record collector at the end of the day, and you talked about this, Ben, and I was very interested by it, of like how can you find the moment, this Venn diagram in a way of like, this is our artistry and this is our entertaining side of like, you finding the middle ground of like not compromising your sound, but also getting into the Mayan warrior deal, right?
Yeah. Because there are those records in my collection that probably Mind Warrior people would like, and it's
Yeah.
about like choosing those ones and weaving those in, and like slightly more progressive, techier stuff.